Hello everyone, Josh First back again, bringing you guys some more 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, and Netmarble just released a little bit of information of what to expect for tomorrow's maintenance. Now, for whatever reason, maintenance was pushed back a day this week. I don't know why, but they did announce in their, little mini patch notes that they usually do that we're going to be getting a step up banner and we're going to be getting a new Hawk Pass. Now, we don't know what that banner is going to be. We'll probably find out later today. But I have a couple guesses in which I think personally that it could be. Now, I could be completely wrong, but it's fun to sometimes guess and have a little bit of fun with this. But please understand, this video is in no way confirming any banners are coming. So all the characters I'm about ready to announce are more or less just an educated guess. And it could be or it could not be. So keep that in mind. And I also want to hear your thoughts and opinions on who you think will be coming in a comment section below. Now, with that said, we currently are missing one character in the first Part 1 SSR banner, and that is, of course, Holy Knight Diane. We've already went over her skill set and talked about her already on the channel a few weeks ago. You can find that video on my channel, so I'm not going to dive too much in her, but that was one of my guesses. Another one of my guesses is one that's a little bit more obvious, and this one seems to be the popular opinion, and that is Princess Elizabeth. For a couple reasons. Princess Elizabeth, the blue SSR Elizabeth, came on the JP side of the game very, very early on. We do not have her yet, but her cosmetic, one of her cosmetics, is available in the game through a hero affinity, which we cannot get yet because, of course, she's not there. So she's already, somewhat has some kind of association with the global side already. In a small way, but she could be an option. She could also be the unit that drops on the Hawk Pass. And this unit really is not used anywhere outside of PvP for the most part, and it's mostly because of her passive. When the hero dies, heals HP of all allies to max and removes debuffs, fills the ultimate move gauge by 2 orbs. So what a lot of players are using this with is with ult food, with 2 units that can do AoE nukes, kind of like a King and a Gowther, for example, or a Red Helbram and a King, or Gowther, or a Hauser, or whatever other, big AoE damage dealers that we currently have on Global. You could use her as a UR level 1, unlock her passive, take her into a fight, and hope that the enemy kills her on the turn 1. That way, you basically are filling up 2 ult gauges, and then you can nuke them the following turn. It's a very popular combo that they did for some time on JP that a lot of people will probably try to exploit and use on Global. So, she will be a very good unit for that team specifically. Outside of that, she's not that impressive. You can see here that she disables debuff skills on rank 1, 2, and 3, and then inflicts a little bit of damage on her rank 2 and 3. She does have a remove debuff from one ally, not AoE, but one on a rank 1, and then rank 2 and 3, it heals HP of one ally equal to 300%, and removes debuffs, and grants debuff immunity for 2 turns, and that's more or less pretty much it. Now, on the rank 3, she does pick up the all allies, but then you're going to be fighting for cards to try and get her a rank 3 consistently, and that's just not going to be ideal. Her ultimate heals HP of all allies equal to 480% of attack and fills ultimate move gauge by 2. So she is a very good unit for basically ult rushing. That's pretty much what you want to use her for, is to ult rush. That is her main job. So in that regard, she's going to do a very good job of it, and you're going to see some really tilty combos utilizing her. So just because her skill set isn't all that impressive, she has a place in PvP, and it's going to be a tilty place at that. So that is our girl, blue SSR Elizabeth. Now, my final choice. Now, there were a couple contenders for my choice, such as Green Lilia, Blue Lilia, which, with it being an original character, we discussed this in Discord, I don't think they're going to release an original character without making a big deal about it. There's also the Slime collab. They're not going to do the Slime collab also without making some kind of deal about it, because that is literally our first collab that we would get if indeed that's the collab that they choose to use. Now, I do have some more information on the whole Slime collab, which you can find in my Discord in the description below. but we're not going to talk about that here on YouTube. We're here to talk about this Step Up banner. And my final option here is new King Arthur, Heir of Destiny. Now, this is a relatively newer unit on the JP side, so I know a lot of you are thinking, but oh my god, how's it going to be Blue Arthur? He just came out on JP not too long ago. The thing is, he's not that broken. He's not overly powerful. He's not going to break the game in any way. And he also came to JP in his own Step Up banner. So who's to say that on Global, they don't release him a little bit earlier? They did the same thing for Blue Lizhawk, and they did the same thing for Arthur. Both those units came to Global a lot sooner than they did on JP. So these things can happen. Not to mention, I just like to play with the idea that it could be him because he'd be a fun unit to play with as well. And like I said, he's not overly powerful, so he's not going to be game breaking or meta changing in any way, but he's a very good unit. And he was a step up, so there is the possibility. But these are my 3 options. I'll go quickly over this Arthur. Increases crit damage by 10% per ultimate move gauge, and of course at 50, and he adds another 50% if his ult is filled. So he's got a really nice passive for doing a lot of damage output. On rank 3, he cancels stances on one enemy and inflicts damage equal to 500% of attack, then stuns for 1 turn. On his second skill, at rank, I think that's meant to say rank 3, inflicts damage equal to 180% of attack on all enemies, disables attack skills for 2 turns. He also picks up that disable attack for 1 turn on his rank 2. And then his ultimate inflicts sever damage equal to 560% of attack on one enemy, which is the same, I believe, as Red Arthur. And sever is, of course, 2 times crit chance. That goes all the way up to 840 at 6 out of 6. But that passive makes that ult do a lot of damage because he's gaining an additional 100% crit damage. His base crit damage is 150, so that'd go obviously up to 250, and that's before you add cosmetics or any kind of gear. So he's going to hit pretty hard with really minimum setup. And he also got a good multiplier on his S1, and of course his S2, skill 2 is just an AoE attack similar to really Red Gowther. So that's pretty much my 3 top choices. I could be completely wrong, and it's none of these 3, but all 3 of these, I had a little bit of a reason for it. Just as a quick recap, King Arthur would be a unit that they wouldn't really do too much buzz over, but he would be a nice unit to have. He's not broken. He was in his own step up, so they could do a similar step up on Global. Obviously, I don't know if they're going to be hammers or anything like that, but they could do a similar step up. Deanne, obviously, she is the last character missing from the Part 1 banner, so they could do a step up for her. And Elizabeth, which obviously already has a cosmetic in the game that you can't get yet because we don't have her. And she was a unit that came out very, very early in JP that we do not have yet. She could also be the Hawk Pass unit. And who's to say that the Hawk Pass unit and the new Step Up banner aren't 2 different characters? So maybe it could be 2 of these 3, who knows? Or it could be a completely different character altogether of the 3 I've already, kind of shown. Who knows? But it's fun to think about, and I want to get your guys' thoughts and opinions on who you think it is in the comment section below. Let me know, do you think that Netmarble would drop Green Lilia and then Blue Lilia and then Blue Demilis in that order that soon? Do you think that's a possibility? Do you think even maybe Red King, who's already in the game, already translated, that we were able to play with on Chapter 7, might be the Step Up banner? Who knows? There's a lot of different possibilities. So again, let me know, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's fun little video. And don't forget to subscribe, tick notifications, join us in the Discord in the description below. And if you guys want to play Grand Cross in full screen, beautiful full screen, and you want to help out the channel, use my link in the description below. It's completely free. Just download it from the BlueStack site and you're good to go, and it helps the channel out a lot. So like the video if you did, comment below again. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Until then, have an awesome day as always. Peace.